You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him. No one can do it better. A little bit right here.
That's what I'm looking for.
What's really going on? What's up with that? Talk to me. Say something. I like to hear that.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell him a little bit right here.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all be? Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, check out, and watch this episode of Stargell's World with me, your host, the bona fide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina, not afraid to yell out what's real, nor speak what I feel. Carlos Stargell, the last. Because after they made me, they
Yeah. Yeah.
birthday shout outs. Everybody whose birthday today, January the 28th. Happy birthday, and may God bless you with many, many more.
I like to hear that.
Oh, yeah. Want to give shout outs to everybody all around the world, across the country, the state of Georgia, every city, and mainly the Atlanta area.
What's really going on?
Well, I'm going to tell you a whole lot. Today, I'm waiting on a special guest, as you can see in the background. This guy is known for this song, what I got. Mama used to say, I know y'all, a lot of y'all remember this song that came out like 81, 82 of them. I know I was 13 years old when that came out, but what y'all don't know, he was in a group. Before he recorded Mama used to say, he was with this group called Lynx. If y'all might not be familiar with them, but they had a big hit in the US. I know y'all heard it, especially if you're my age range. You're lying. Yeah, if y'all heard that, that was his group. And then when he made Mama used to say, I guess he looked back and say, oh, the hell with this. I'm doing good on my own. But hey, that's like I'm gonna tell y'all just for what I saw with my own eyes. They look at the lead singer. They don't look at the group. And if you can sing your ass off, guess what? They got you. But like they always say, be careful about them vipers. Cause they'll get you, they'll tell you everything you want to hear. And then once you get with them and you sign, you might be blessed. You might go from sugar to shit.
Talk to me. Say something.
But while we waiting, I'm just gonna speak out on the weather. Okay. The weather here in Burlington, North Carolina, 28 degrees, feels like 21. The high is supposed to be 38, 10% participation, wind 7 miles per hour, humidity 54%, and the air quality is good.
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, but like I said, we just waiting on him. I just let him know that I was here, send him another reminding him that I was here. He probably, you got to make your grand entrance. But before the day, I had promised him that I was gonna keep it secret till the day. And I think I did good, cause usually I can't there he is.
Talk to me. Say something.
Junior,
How you doing, man?
how you doing,
What's
man?
that?
Tell me something good.
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Man, hey, look, I had to give you that. I'm good. I had to give you that introduction before you came on, and I figured,
Okay.
and I figured you're gonna make your grand entrance because that's what my wife.
The
You know,
grand entrance.
you know how it is. You wait on them and then have them wait in
That's the one,
anticipate.
man. That's the one.
That was cool,
All
right? I
good.
love that. But how
All
you
good,
doing this
man.
morning, man?
I'm very well, man. What about you? How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm on the victory side, and look, and so grateful that you were able to join me live. And before we finish, Let's
Yeah.
welcome Junior Giscombe. Mama used to
Hey,
say, but y'all know, on Stargell's word.
how you all doing out there? I hope you're all well and you're wrapped up like I am. You keep it warm.
Oh yeah, look, it is cold. It's 28 degrees up here, Junior.
20 degrees.
28. It
Oh
feels like
wow.
21. It's cold.
We're cold here, man. We like what are we on? We had minus 3 last night, I think it was. And today it's about 4 degrees. So we're not doing too
Holy cow, manure ain't shit on the stick. Hey, my wife said grand rising, Junior.
bad. Grand rising to you too, my love.
Yeah, man. But I was telling them too, what a lot of them didn't know, you was in the group Links,
That's correct. Yeah, back in the day, 70 would have been
late
about
70s, early
70,
80s, because
yeah,
I
around
remember
about
y'all had
78,
that.
79.
Yeah, y'all had
I
that
was
hit song, You're Lying.
Yeah, You're Lying and Throw Away the Key
Oh,
and
yes.
Romance. And we had a few hits.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had
But
a
when
good
you
few hits.
recorded, Mama used to say that shut them down.
Well, Mama came a bit like I did the tour with Lynx. And then after we toured, during the time of doing the tour, I'm writing the album and I'm getting all the songs together for the album. So that
Uh,
when we finished, we went in and did how long was it? 3 weeks, right?
yeah.
We had 3 weeks to make this album and finish this album. We recorded it within a week and mixed it the following week, and there it was on the table the week after. So it was a hell of an experience making that project.
Oh, yeah. Because when I actually first heard the song, I was like 13 years old.
Okay,
And I
okay.
was and I was bobbing my head to it. I said, and I looked at my father, God rest his soul. I said, man, this is unique, ain't it, man? He said, yes, Lord. And then
I'm glad you liked it too.
oh yeah, I had to go buy the album.
Oh, that's good, man.
I had
Very
to go
good.
buy it.
Well, I have to say thank you because you were one of many that kept me going. So I bless you. Thank you.
Hey man, no problem. Hey, that ain't no problem. I mean, I fought Jerry, like I said, ever since I was with Links and by yourself,
Okay.
I was 13. And I also
Oh,
remember Communication Breakdown.
communication breakdown on the second album. Yeah, that was a lovely
That was
track.
the jam right there.
Thank you very much, man. It's
And I
it's
like,
funny.
and
Not a
what you
lot of
tell
people.
me?
No, I was going to say not a lot of people talk about communication breakdown. So it's nice to have somebody turn around and say that was my jam. That's
Oh
nice.
yeah. And my favorite part of them when you tell them the feeling inside your soul.
Oh, okay, okay.
I had
Uh,
used that.
uh,
I had used that for a
communication.
line when I was cracking on years ago when one of the girls I was trying to mess with in school. And
Uh-huh.
instead of singing, I got that deep voice. I'm like,
Yeah.
feel it inside your soul.
Ooh, okay.
And to tell you the truth, Junior.
Feel me inside your soul. I love you.
And to tell you the truth, Junior, all through high school, my voice changed when I was 12.
Right.
I used to have a squeaky voice. Then when it got like this, it scared the hell out of me too. But I'm gonna tell you something. You know how students used to tease me. You know how students tease
Right.
you in school about your voice?
About your voice, yeah.
Guess who teased me more than the students? The teachers.
The teachers. Oh,
One
that's
teacher,
terrible though.
yeah,
That's
but
terrible. You get the teachers, the teachers are asking you questions just to hear your voice so that they can laugh
and that is true though. And look, and then one teacher, she told me, your voice deeper than my husband. I said, say what? She said, yeah. I said, your husband don't have a little sugar. I mean, I don't do it.
Oh, easy.
And she knew I was joking, so she didn't take it to offense.
Oh, good.
But
That's
I
good.
guess like I say, everybody, you got some people that really hate the teachers, but I had some cool ass teachers.
You had some cool teachers.
Yeah, I had one when I was in 11th grade. He was a jazz lover.
Okay.
He was nice enough to take me to see the Crusaders when they came to town.
Oh, wow. That's nice, man. That's a great teacher.
When I was in Atlanta, he stopped me in the hallway. I said, "What I do?" He said, "Relax, Carlos." He said, "You know the Crusaders are coming to town, right?" I said, "No." He said, would you like to go? I said, sure. He said, I'm gonna call your grandmama tonight.
Oh, brilliant.
And he
You called
did.
her, yeah? You called her and she said yes.
Yes, she did. Cause
That's brilliant.
she know I don't hang with everybody. She knew how to hang
Yeah,
with everybody when
I
I was
hear that.
young. I had my
Yeah,
certain group of people I hung with,
uh-huh.
and they
I
had to
hear
be
that.
good people, and they had to be good people.
That's how it is.
Oh
You have to
yeah,
make sure
that's one
you
thing
know, you have
about
to
me.
make sure you with good people around you.
Oh yeah, that's one thing about me, Junior. One thing I can honestly say, and I thank God for it all day, every day. I never got in trouble with the law.
Good.
Never did hard drugs.
Hmm.
Never was a slushy. I ain't never drank like that. But
Okay.
one thing, gonna lie to you, one thing I did and I enjoyed was smoke a little weed.
Well, hey, come on, you know.
That's
I don't.
look, that's medicinal now. Come on.
I hear you. Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
hear you.
hmm?
I hear that.
Oh yeah, but check this out too, Junior. I remember. Now I'm gonna tell you something. This gonna really crack you up.
Gum.
I didn't know how to roll. Long as I was smoking, I didn't even know how to roll. I waited till I got this close to 50 years old to finally get it right.
And then you finally got it right then.
And now I'm a pro in different area codes.
Okay.
And and look, and my mom, when she saw me roll, she was like, how'd you get so good? I was like, I got
See how
tired.
you get so good at it?
I told my mom I got tired of people asking. Even my wife, when me and her had reconnected, like 2 months before my dad passed and hooked up a month afterwards. When
Right.
we got together, I had an Altoid can full of germs.
Okay.
And
You got your teeth
she said, when you learn how to roll, I said, when I got tired of asking people to roll for me.
to roll for you. Right. You might as well learn it yourself and do it for
And
yourself.
then I
For
told
real.
her I waited till I got close to 50. She said, why you wait so long? I said, I told her during that time I didn't really do it like that. That's the only time I used to do it when somebody brought it around.
Right.
But after
Okay.
my first marriage and that's in the relationship before my wife now,
Right.
I started smoking more than they were getting on my damn nerves. And then they damn near drove me to drink.
I
And
hear that,
and guess
mate.
what? I caught myself on that one though.
Well, that's good. At least you know that you had to kind of like hold off and stop, you know,
Oh yeah, but
cool
them
it
five
down.
but them 5 years in between
Yeah.
when I was by myself,
Yeah.
didn't have nobody, I think
Hard
I
work.
did pretty good. And then with Veronica, see me and Veronica, we used to work together years ago.
Okay.
We were just co-workers. And that was in my first marriage.
All right.
But then somehow, like 2 months before my dad passed, we had reconnected.
That's
And,
lovely.
and then afterwards, we hooked up. I mean, we literally hooked up 2 months afterwards.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I had asked her, could I meet her somewhere?
Right.
And I told her I had to go take care of a little business first. And
Mm-hmm.
I know, I went in and came right back out. Went to
Right.
meet her. I waited on her. And then when she came up, I said, there she is.
There she is. There's the beauty.
And the rest
There's
is
the
history
beauty.
because we got engaged Valentine's Day
Yes.
2022.
That's nice.
Somebody asked me, did I get on one knee? I said, nope. They said, why? I said, I was scared I wasn't gonna get back up.
Okay. You did it your way, though. You did it
Oh
your
yeah.
way.
And look, and it worked too. And look, when we got married in
That's good.
2024,
Yeah.
the first time I got married, didn't nobody believe me. This
Right.
time it went viral.
Everybody knew.
Yeah, especially in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right. Everybody knew in
Family,
Atlanta.
friends, I even had old coworkers call me.
Oh, brilliant, man.
They were
Go for
like,
that.
congratulations, man. They said,
Of
yeah,
course.
they said, you did get married. Then after we got married, we went to visit my mom in Georgia.
Okay.
And while I was down there, I went to see one of my cousins.
Uh-huh.
And when he introduced me to his friends, he was like, this is my famous cousin from North Carolina. They were like, I know Carlos. He used to work at Kroger. He said, and then he
Right.
left and moved to North Carolina with his lady. I said, and I got married, and I married her too.
I got married down there too. Exactly. Why not?
He was like, you said you were gonna do it. I said, yes, I did.
Hey, this is it, man.
And you know what he told me too? He said, they miss you at Kroger.
Nah.
Because I know they do. And one of my coworkers told me they ain't found nobody to replace me yet.
Oh, well, there you go. And how long has it been since you were there?
Well, I retired in 2022. And it's
Wow. Okay.
2027 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
And when I
Yeah.
left,
Yes.
that last day when I left,
Mm-hmm.
and now you know I told you about Mona
Yes,
Show.
you did. You did.
She was talking all that mess, talking, man, I ain't gonna miss you. You know we gonna be talking all the time, which is true.
Right.
Then she said when she realized the bus had left to go to North Carolina, she said she was crying. Her coworker was like, "What's wrong?"
Oh,
She said,
okay.
"My friend done left me and moved to North Carolina." She said, "Well, why you say so?" I'm not sad. I'm happy for him because he went up there with his sugar pie honey bunch.
There you go. There you go. So you know it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, and one of my cousins told me, I knew she was the one because every time I turned around, he was on that damn megabus.
How long have you been married now?
Well, we got married in 2024. July 20th would be 2 years.
2 years. It's lovely.
But we were going together since 2021.
One. Oh, okay, cool.
Because we had made it official Memorial Day in 2021.
Nice.
And when my mom saw our picture, she said, who that lady on there with you on the video? I said, that's a friend of mine. She said, she look like more than a friend to me.
More than a friend to me.
And I said, that's my girlfriend. Then when they met in person,
Right.
that was like a breath of fresh air.
They hit it off straight away, yeah?
They get along like two cackling soul sisters in the beauty parlor.
Oh, that's lovely, man. No, but that's lovely.
Oh
That
yeah,
is
that's
so
beautiful.
cool.
Cause
Yeah, that's so cool.
when they talk, all I just be listening like, mm-hmm. And
Yeah, right.
don't let them talk about those soap operas. I be like,
Just get on it, man.
cause they know I like sport, they know I like football, and they know I love
Oh, you like
baseball,
football? Right.
American football, and I like baseball. I'm more of a baseball fan, Jimmy.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know I love the Atlanta Braves.
All right. I love football. You know, soccer. You call it
I
soccer.
know
We call it
over
football. I
there
love
it's real
football.
popular over there in the United States.
In the United States, the football that you play is more like what we would consider as being rugby.
Oh
Another
yeah,
game you play, the same kind of thing where you throw the ball and you got to run and whatever else. It's the same kind of vibe,
oh
right?
yeah.
You know,
But check
so
this
American
out too. I'm gonna
football.
tell you one team I don't like in football up here in the United. I don't like the Cowboys.
You know, like why? Why you don't like it? Why? What's
I
that?
mean, it's not that I don't like them, not in a personal matter, but
No, I know you're saying when it comes to football, there's a certain
tell you the
thing
truth,
going on. Yeah,
I guess cause the only team I root for is the Falcons.
is that your
That,
team? That's the team you root for, the
that's my only
Falcons.
team, the Falcons. Win, lose, or draw.
Okay, cool. That's how it goes, though. You have your own team, and you root for that team to be the team to win.
Even though they ain't worth a shit, but they still my team.
Hey, that's how it goes. You know, I support a team here in England,
Oh
and they
yeah, I
haven't
know
done
about
anything.
what team do you root for, Jimmy?
I support Man United, Manchester United.
I heard of
That's the
them.
team. Yeah,
I,
that's the team I support. But
I seen them on I seen
they've
them
not
on
been doing too well.
ESPN. Say what
Yeah,
now?
they've not been doing too well at the moment. They're not really killing
It be
it.
like
But
that. It be like that. But
you know, it's
I
my
see them.
team.
Yeah,
I
I see
love the
them on
team.
ESPN over here.
Yeah,
I like
you
ES.
see
I
them.
do watch ESPN,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I do watch that now. And then also, and to be honest with you, I got a little kid in me too because I love cartoons.
Oh, I'm a cartoon buff too. I love them.
I love the
I love
old
cartoons.
cartoons, Bugs Bunny,
Yeah.
Yosemite Sam, and
Yeah.
shit. Hell, I even like Ted True Jr. I even like the Animaniacs.
Oh, okay. Oh man,
Them some irritating little fuckers.
I'm telling you.
And I like Pinky and the Brain too.
I tell you,
I
I
like
love the
Pinky.
cartoons.
I
They
like
crack
Pinky
you
and
up.
I like Pinky
Yeah.
and the Brain now. That's the
Okay.
cartoon. That's what I trip out is are you
Oh, okay.
pondering?
Okay.
And Brain, like I used to tell them, one smoke weed, the other one snorted cocaine.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean the cartoons I like here,
Mhm.
like especially it depends on, but I used to love Fat Albert growing up too.
I like them all. I can't say that I'm not. a cartoon buff, from Tom and Jerry all the way across. You know what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
think
To
talking about
Bugs
Jerry.
Bunny, to all of them. Little old ones, the old Betty Boo kind of vibes. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, that was before,
I,
look, that was a little bit
I used
before
to
my
love
time.
all of that stuff. Yeah, Popeye and
Oh, I like Popeye now. But my question is this about Popeye. When he, you notice when he mumble, it sounds like he cursing on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When he's ready to put the spinach in the pipe, like
Yeah, and I tell you, look, I'm gonna tell you this, Junior. This is what I told my dad. I said, whoever told you that spinach will make you strong like Popeye, I said they told a lie. I ate
big
some
time.
spinach. I ate some spinach one time. Thought I was gonna be strong like Popeye. Went to school
Forget
the
that.
next day. Went to school the next day. Called out the baddest motherfucker in school.
Got your ass whipped.
Yeah, got my ass whipped. And I said, what you eat, man? He said, oh balls. My dad hollered. My dad said, you ain't got no damn sense.
Ain't no sense, man. What?
He
Little
said,
bit of spinach.
what you ask him? He said, what you eat? He said, oh.
Classic.
Everybody,
Classic.
I even told my
Classic.
wife about that. You know
Right.
she hollered. She was
Uh-huh.
like, she told me, she said, I see why people said, I bet you used to have people cracking up when you, I said, yeah, I did.
Definitely that.
Me and my brother, my second oldest brother,
Right.
he used to like to get me by myself and have me telling nasty jokes. We were, ever since we were kids, he's always had me tell them nasty jokes. And
Nasty
guess what?
jokes, mate.
He still had me doing that shit today.
Still today. Oh, wow.
But I enjoy it though. I enjoy it
Good.
because me and my brother Cal, we the only two out of my daddy kids that my
Right.
dad didn't never have to worry about, especially getting in trouble.
Uh-huh.
If anything, Calvin kept me out of trouble.
Oh, okay.
And we used to do fun things like go to movies, concerts,
The
ball
whole thing.
games.
He was the safe guy.
Yeah, he was the safe guy. And then he was the only one who I could sit with in church that I can trust.
Okay. Okay.
Cause sit with him, we cool. Cause we don't sit with everybody.
I hear
We,
you.
we
I
don't.
don't know that way. Yeah.
But you got no kids that like to get in trouble in church because they ain't want to be there. See,
You're gonna be there, right?
we
Exactly.
knew how my grandparents was, my dad's parents, cause my granddaddy was a deacon.
Oh, okay.
And my grandma, she was on the motherboard, so we know they didn't play.
Okay.
Now
I,
my
I
mom, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say my aunt was she ran her own church for a good 40 years, 50 years. And
Wow.
her and her husband, yeah, they were really up in the mix. So that
Yeah.
whole thing was, that whole thing was something that, from a family
But
perspective,
I tell
everything
people
was.
all the time, it is nothing wrong with giving your life to the Lord.
Mm,
Cause
that's what you feel. If you
hmm?
feel happy enough, sorry, if you feel happy within doing that, then you should do that. If you feel comfortable,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think that it's something
But
that you should push on people,
yeah,
any
cause I
religion.
grew up, even though I grew up, in church, but after
Yeah,
graduating from high school, I started going on my own free will.
right.
And what tripped me
Sometimes
out,
you can lose yourself though. If you come from the church, right, and then you go into the secular world, if you like,
yeah.
right, and you can lose yourself. You can, if you don't keep close to your teachings and your morals, then you can lose yourself. It's very easy.
Oh yeah, and I thank God. Even though I didn't go
Yeah,
to church, even though I tried to stray away when I was younger, a teenager,
yeah,
but I still kept them connections.
always.
And
I
then
mean, yeah, always. I don't follow a religion. I'm not that way. I'm more spiritual. So
there
for
ain't nothing
me,
wrong. And look, I agree with you on that. That's me right there, more spiritual than religion. Cause let me tell
you
you
know,
something.
I think it's more. Just for me, it was good for me because it was like I didn't want. I found when I was reading the Bible and when I read the Torah, and when I read the Quran,
Yeah,
I found
I read the Quran. My mom's father was Islam.
right.
So
but
I do support Islam too, but like I say, it's more about spiritual than religion.
yeah, I think if people move more towards the spiritual,
Yeah,
then they're able to be more open to access the religious on a proper basis, opposed to from a leading basis. Whereas for me, people seem to be led in most religions by whoever is the priest or the Baptist or the, whatever.
yeah,
They're led, and
yeah.
I tend to feel that we don't need to be led. We just need to be given the information so that we can access it for ourselves, and then we can then turn around and decide for ourselves.
That's what
I
I'm
think,
looking for.
That's
I
the
think,
answer I was looking for. Thank you,
yeah,
Julian.
you know what I'm saying? It's like I've always looked at it that way. So I've never been into any religion, church. Uh, I have four children, one passed, but
I'm sorry.
that's all right, man. I had two Christian and two are Muslim, right? So,
Yeah,
and I can imagine, and I'm in the middle. I support none, right? But I have wonderful conversations with both concerning their faith, their
yeah,
beliefs, right? And I will, I'm open to listening. I'm open to understanding. But as I always tell them, each man has to walk his own path.
right. And you know what? No, I
And,
mean, no. And you know what,
you
too,
know,
Julian, excuse me for interrupting, but guess what I always say too?
mm, each man has
You
to
don't
walk
have to
their.
co-sign bullshit either.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to. You're going to have your own bullshit to deal with,
That's
right?
right. That's
Do you know
right.
what I'm saying? And you're going to have people. You should have people around you that when that happens, that you can go and talk to, who will give you some advice
Oh
and
yeah.
help you to continue to move in a way that's good for you.
Right.
That's normally
That's why I
that's
miss
what it's about. Yeah, for me,
yeah,
that's
that's
what
why
it's
I miss
been.
both of
Yeah,
my grandfathers too, because like I said, one was deacon, one was a Muslim, but at the same time, both of them gave me good advice.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the time, mama used to say, common sense is not common sense. Common sense is not common, and it's something that I've lived my life seeing. People don't use common sense. I
Mhm.
don't know why, but a lot of the time, just plain old common sense, right? And decency towards people and respecting people.
Right.
The foundations, these are just foundations that we should all live by.
Oh
All of
yeah.
us should live by. So for me, it's not about, I think when you submerge yourself into a religion, it's a bit like you're broken and you need help to get refixed. And I
Uh,
get that. You know what I mean? Some people need that.
oh,
I personally don't need that. I don't need that. I don't feel broken, so I don't feel that.
oh yeah.
I
Just
I
be,
just
keep
respect.
keep staying
Yeah,
spiritual, Julian, because that's what it's
exactly.
about. Because I'm gonna say
I
this:
just
religion
I
from
just respect. I just respect everybody's being. I think everybody has a right to be here and think the way that they think and do what they want to do, so long as you ain't killing nobody and you ain't harming anybody.
that's
Right?
right.
You should be able to live your life as you see it.
Right.
Unfortunately, not
Right.
all of us in life are able to do that.
Right.
I give thanks because from my started making music, I've been able to live my life that way.
Oh
So I've
yeah.
been able to live my life how I saw my life, be it good, bad, or indifferent. And it's been some bad times as well as some really good
Oh,
times.
look, sunshine. Look, we don't have sunshine every day. It's sometimes rain.
Yeah, agreed, agreed. It's like that's how it is. So I don't tend to find myself falling into the I need to go. My wife is a Christian.
Ain't nothing wrong with
My mother was a Catholic. My father was a Christian. My sisters, both of those two, were Catholics, and my brothers were both Christians. So three of them were all Christians. So religion has always been a very like foundational piece
Right.
of our puzzle as a family. I've
Right.
always, what I'm saying, but as a youngster, when being the youngest in the family of the eight of us, so being the youngest, it was more about watching everybody else and saying, no, I'm not going to do, no, no, it was
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to do what you do. I'm not
Exactly.
going to
Do,
run.
do, do your own thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do regardless. Everybody used to laugh at the time when I was a kid, right? But for me, it was like life is so short. We have no idea of how long we're going to be here, and
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying. So to be
That's
here
why
and
you
be
say live your
controlled,
life.
to be here and to be controlled, right, by religion or whatever,
Yeah.
work or whatever it is, to be controlled, and we're only here for such a short space of time. I was like, hell no, that's not happening to me. Fuck that.
I know that's right, Junior. I know that's right.
It's
You know
like
what I'm saying?
not me.
And
I
we got
looked and
some,
I'm like,
and we got so we
oh,
sim we kind of similar too, Junior. Cause we kind of
yeah,
similar in those
yeah,
ways because I was the kid that always got laughed at because I was being Carlos.
right,
And now that I'm older, Junior, guess what? The people who know me,
uh,
especially who know me for real, they'll tell people, you
right.
don't understand because Carlos just being Carlos.
But that's the thing. That's the beautiful thing because it means that people accept you for you.
Oh yeah,
They're not,
just like this
if you're
sister.
not being you, if Carlos isn't being Carlos, then why be around?
Exactly.
Because
Just like
Carlos
this.
has to be Carlos.
Oh yeah, just like this sister I know, her daughter. She asked her daughter, "Why you always taking up for Carlos?" She said, "Mama, cause he Carlos."
Yeah, it's Carlos, man. You know what I mean? Carlos is Carlos. He does Carlos. He doesn't
Oh
change,
yeah,
doesn't switch. That's
and
the beauty.
and they still enjoy me making both of them laugh
Exactly.
because
Yeah,
they knew I could do them church impressions pretty well too. Oh my God, it's my cousin. I'm about to call him back. Hold on, Junior.
no problem, man.
Okay, I told him I called him back. He had just called us though.
Oh, okay,
That's
cool.
my cousin. He live in Columbus, Ohio. And how we found out we were cousins in church.
In church.
And we was on our way to another church
Yeah.
down down in another part of Georgia. And then when he said he was related to some Stargells, I said, "Who you related to?" That's a star. He said, then he named one of my dad's cousins. He said, Walton Jr. I said, "Stop." I said,
Get out of here.
that's my dad's first cousin. He was like,
Yeah.
"What?" And guess what? I said, now I know why your mama said, I know you from somewhere.
Oh, that's
But
great.
but
That's
check
nice.
this out. We still tight to this day, Julian.
Oh, that's good, man. That's
Even though he
good.
lived in Colorado, he was so see we got married the same year. He got married in January of 2024. And I got
Okay.
married in July.
In the July, 6 months apart.
Yeah, then my cousin down there, my mom, hey mama. I saw my mama comment. I said, "Hey mama." She's on there too.
Oh,
Say hey
okay, cool.
to my mom. I need to say hey to my mom, Junior.
How you doing, Mum? I hope you're well, and I
Yeah,
hope he's looking after you.
and tell her like you always say, Mama used to say,
And Mama used to say, "Take
sing
your
it, brother.
time, young man." And Mama used to say, "Don't you rush to get old." And Mama used to say, "Take it in your stride." And Mama used to say, "Live your life, live
What?
your life, live your life." Oh, whoa. End of story.
That's what I'm looking for.
There you go, Mom.
Hey, look, she said very well. She said, thank you.
Ah, it's a pleasure, an absolute pleasure.
Yep, now I'm gonna be honest with you, even though I said we gonna keep it secret, Junior. I
Yeah.
did, I had to tell Mona, Chuck. I had
You
to tell
couldn't keep the secret.
and I told Mona Chuck and I told my wife, so they kept the secret was safe with them.
Okay. But
Now,
that's cool. That's cool.
because if I could talk to my wife, but guess what? Now
Go on.
Mona Chuck, now that my buddy, and she knows she could be trusted because we've been friends forever.
Forever. Right.
And she was so happy when me and Veronica got together.
Right.
I mean,
That's
and like she told me, I'm gonna bring my butt up in North Carolina to see you. I said, you ain't came up here yet. But check this out. My oldest brother came up here,
right.
and I was so glad to see him.
Oh, that's lovely.
Now that's my dad's first son. Now you talking about spitting image? He
Right.
looked, and his voice deeper than mine, Junior.
Oh, okay. Cool. How many years difference between you?
About four.
About 4 years. Okay.
Yeah, I had another brother that was a year older than me. He passed on in 2008.
Okay. Sorry to hear that too.
Thank you, brother. And then my second oldest brother, we might not see it, but he do call and check on us.
Oh, okay.
Now my youngest, I ain't heard from that joker since I left Georgia.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
but he do text me and let me know he all right.
Good. Good.
But
At
I'm gonna
least
tell you
he's
what really tripped me out. Before I left,
all right.
I saw him and his mom at the store while working at Kroger, and I let them know that I was leaving that Sunday.
He was great. Right.
And both of them, both of them were like, "We gonna miss you." They said, "We ain't gonna have nobody to make us laugh like you when you leave Kroger."
Now, How long?
I
How long
said,
does it take you? How long does it take you to get back down?
"Well, from here driving to
Yeah.
Georgia from North, about 4, 5, 6 hours.
That's 4, 5, 6. All
It
right. It's
depends.
not
It
bad.
depends, Junior, because sometimes
Okay.
if we go straight, if we take the straight shot like I-85 to Atlanta, take
Right.
about 5 hours there. Now it depends on where we go, because sometimes we take 85, we hit interstate, we hit this interstate 77 in
Hmm.
Charlotte, then we hit interstate 20 in North Carolina.
Okay.
And then it'll take us to Columbia, then we go from 20 from there, go to Georgia.
All right.
So 20 is a straight shot down there to my mom's house.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Now we did take the back way from 85 one time. We used the what they call the GPS. And
Yeah.
when I saw what we was like, it was a little state road.
Right.
And I told my wife, I said, turn that. I said, turn that GPS on. I know where I'm at now. And she was like, you sure? I said, I was born in Georgia. I know where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. The sat nav, mate.
And then
Right.
and look, and then when she saw that, she said, you really didn't know where you were going. I said, I
You're
told
going where
you.
this is my home state, man. I know this. Yeah. I
Yeah, and
know.
then like I told them, the little town my mama stayed in Covington, Georgia.
Hmm.
Back in the day, a lot of people trying to get the hell out of Covington. Now
Yeah.
everybody moving back because the property value low, and then they building houses and stuff.
Okay.
People moving
What the
from the
property?
city.
What
Hmm?
people were leaving the area to go to another area? Is that
Yeah, they
right?
were leaving the big city, like leaving Atlanta and going east. Some go west, like toward Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I said, ain't no way, I ain't trying to go to Alabama.
I don't want to go Alabama, man. It's a bit too far for me.
No, Alabama wasn't far from Georgia at all. If you ask me,
Oh, okay.
I just don't like Alabama. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't like Alabama because I met some cool people in Alabama. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you got lots of people, most probably from Alabama, listening to your show.
Yeah, I know, but guess what though? I say it ain't. They know the deal. It ain't them. What it is, the boss. Yeah, just like Mississippi. Now, I ain't never stepped foot in Mississippi.
Okay, I went to Mississippi back in the day. I remember it
Oh,
well,
you
man.
went to the Lynching State. That's what we call it.
Yeah, I went there. I had a good look into Mississippi, and I had a sister who was married to an American GI, and
Really,
yeah, she lived down in Mississippi for a while. So that's where I went down there and had a look.
Mississippi.
Mississippi,
But
not for me.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Mississippi.
There's a lot of people that lived in Atlanta. They were from
They moved
Mississippi.
to Mississippi. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I said, why y'all come to Atlanta? We want to go with the action at.
Yeah, you want to get out of there, mate, and go where the action is. And Atlanta's got the action.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. Atlanta's so congested now, and a
Mm.
lot of people still trying to move down now.
What's that? A lot of people moving away then from Atlanta to the suburbs.
Yeah, either the suburbs or the city. A lot of them they moved from New York,
Right.
Chicago. Yeah. Then they want to come to Atlanta. I said, why?
Mm.
I said, we full. I said, go to
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Atlanta's happening though. Atlanta's a happening place. It has been for a good few years now.
I'm gonna tell you something. Atlanta used to be the truth back in the '80s, especially during your tenure
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
the '80s. And I know that because I was a teenager then.
Right. I hear that.
And I told people that's when I had hair.
That's when you had hair, right? Yeah, I know.
But like I tell, they said, why you lose? How you lose all your hair? I said medication and stress. I said stress and medication.
Stress and medication does that. Yeah, we'll do that to you.
But check this out though. When I start getting past, I'm gonna start keeping it ball. And
Right.
ever since then, I keep it ball.
I hear you.
And I
Keep
tell
it the
them,
way. Hey, yeah, but it's cool. If it's
yeah, but
cool,
they
it's
always ask me too, why you wear the beret? They say, you a Black Panther? I said, nope. They said, you ex-military? I said, nope. They said, well, why you wear? I said, because I make it look good.
If it didn't look good, you wouldn't have asked me about it, right?
Exactly, because I start,
So I
believe it
wear
or
it.
not, I started sporting the beret when I got
There you
50.
go. There you go. There you go.
And that's how a lot of people, when they see, like when I went to Atlanta, well, a lot of people didn't know I was coming to Atlanta. I was on this MARTA train. And I heard
Okay.
somebody say, what's up, Carlo? I turned around and said, you recognize me from, they said, I know your big ass head. They said, they said, you moving back? They said, you moving back? I said, no, I'm down here visiting. They said, you
I
still
hear
live in
that.
North Carolina? I said, yep. And they said, you still with that? They still with that girl? I said, yeah, we married now.
Yeah, we're married now.
He was like, he said, you said you were gonna do it. He said, you ain't never lied.
It's
He,
cool.
and
It's a
he
good
said,
thing.
he said, you did one thing you said you were gonna do. I said, what's that, bro? He said,
Exactly.
you waiting on the Lord.
There you go. There you
Cause,
go.
'cause I told him, only way I get with somebody unless God permit. He said, you did say that. He said, I
Hmm.
got to give you your props, Carlos. He said,
Well,
everything
this
you
is
said
it.
you
You're
were gonna do,
saying it and doing it, which is a
not only
good
you
thing.
did it, but you was obedient.
Well, there you go.
He said,
You know what I mean?
he said, that's what we love about you. He said, that's why people love you because you try to get everybody that don't want to accord.
Right.
I said, you got to treat people like you want to be treated. I said,
Yeah,
that's the thing right
definitely.
there. Because I said, people don't know the meaning of the definition of that. Not just yet.
Definitely. I totally agree with you.
I,
It's the old, yeah, if you like the Bible, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you.
oh
So,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So if you live your life in a particular way, you expect it
Oh
to
yeah,
come
I'm
back
gonna say,
to you.
but I'm gonna say this too, Junior. Now you got some that be quoting scriptures. I had to come back on one sister one time.
Go on,
She
what's that?
she was in the Kroger parking lot. She talking about vengeance is mine, say the Lord.
Oh,
I said, well, Carlos say, I wouldn't kill nobody with the jawbone of an ass, but I'll bust
exactly.
their ass in their jawbone.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I
Exactly.
said that, I didn't expect to hear nobody in the parking lot laugh. Next thing I heard somebody just holler.
No.
They say,
Yeah.
they busted out.
Oh boy.
Oh, I mean, I be catching people off guard in the park. I used to catch them off guard. Like one time, I spoke to them. When you working, you got to speak, right?
Right.
I said, how you doing? So they lay there like it hurt her to speak. I said, you think you stuck up? Y'all see my wallpaper at home.
You know what I'm saying? You want to see something stuck up?
Yeah. And look, and when I said that, I heard this brother cracking up.
Yeah, I could imagine.
He
Especially,
said,
he understood what you were saying.
and they used to tell me that's one thing we love about Carlo. Carlo gonna have your ass crying.
No, wicked.
And then one lady, she was a customer, she said, I really don't like coming to this store. But the only reason why I come is because of you. I said, what did I do so spectacular? She said, you
Right.
nice, you helpful, you very friendly. She said,
Oh,
and I love your voice.
that's well, this is it. That deep voice will get those ladies. The
And
deep
look,
voice does it.
I used to tell people, like I said, when my voice got deep, it used to scare the hell out of me.
Yeah, it scare the
But
hell out of people too, but it's a
but they
beautiful
think
thing to have that kind of voice.
they think I use my voice as a weapon. Nah, I just be me.
You just be you, man, and continue to use that deep voice in a positive way.
Oh yeah, and then like I say to it, then I can do church impressions too now.
Okay.
And check this
Okay.
out, like you know how the deacons how they lead devotion, and then you got
Yeah.
that look, you got that one that get distracted especially when you see
Oh,
a girl with some big legs and that tight skirt. He be like,
tight skirt.
yep,
Yeah.
they be singing songs like "When all God's children," and then that deacon be like, "I'm gonna give you what you want, give you what you need."
I like that. I'm gonna give you what you want, what you need. You know?
And then check this out. I remember we had a choir rehearsal. We had choir rehearsal moment one time. And
Right.
this was at choir rehearsal. We was rehearsing Swaying Little Sweet Chariot. And
Oh,
this sister was like, I once was lost. And what did I see? And I said, Peter Pan, peanut butter.
ah,
And thank God it was choir rehearsal.
yeah, exactly. If you'd done that at church, that would have been a whole different thing there.
I mean, everybody in there holler.
Yeah, hollering, mate.
Even the piano player, the choir director, they cracked the
Cracked up, mate. I can imagine. I can
and look,
imagine.
and they tell me, they say, you still a mess. They tell me to this day, you still a mess.
You're a mess, mate.
I tell them, I just be Carlos.
That's
Live
the one.
life and be me.
That's
And,
the one.
and
Be
then take it
you.
one day
Be
at a
you.
time. That's what I do.
I hear that.
And
I
look,
hear that.
and look, and Junior, yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I really enjoyed you on here, man.
Thank you very much for asking me to come on, Carlos. I've enjoyed it as well, man.
And then look, we're gonna have to do this again one day.
I'm sure maybe when I finish a new record, it'll be something for us to talk about and get it
Oh,
out to you. Okay?
and look, and school me in before we go live too on that.
No
I
problem.
like to hear it too before we, especially send me a copy. I love to hear it.
No problem. As soon as it's finished, I'll make sure you get a copy.
Yes, sir. But I'm gonna have to. We go. It's time. Would you like to say something before we shut it down, my man?
Well, I'd like to say thank you very much. One, for having me on your show. Two, for everybody who's listening in. My name's Junior Giscombe, formerly and known as just Junior. Mama used to say, too late, oh Louise. Do you really want my love? There's some of the songs that I'd actually done that you people have actually turned around and made very successful and given me a career. So
Yes,
all
sir.
I can say, and also all I can really say is I thank you all. I will see you soon because I'm hoping to come over to America this year to do some dates. So hopefully, I should see some of you, right? And it would be a blast. We're gonna
Yes,
have
sir.
fun. We're gonna have a good time. So take care, you guys, and all the best. Carlos, bless, man.
Yes, sir. And Junior, and when you come to North, and look, when you come to America, make sure you stop in Burlington, North Carolina. I'll make sure
I
I give you
will.
the address, phone number, and everything.
I will definitely hook up. We will definitely hook up when I come down to the Carolinas. No
Yes,
problem.
yes, sir. And I'm gonna thank everybody who took the time to watch Stargell's World with the
Hey,
Bonafide Geek, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Carlos Stargell, the last. Cause when they made me, they come on.
sure, sure. What off?
And those who haven't subscribed, please hit that like and subscription bell, and we really would appreciate it. And live chat is always open and available, and guests are welcome. And if you got Zoom, y'all welcome to join in or leave your comments on the live chat. So we gonna catch y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all cats and kittens later on today. But until then, y'all have a good day, a better
You
day
too.
tomorrow, and a prosperous week to come. And again, thank you so much, Junior.
It's a pleasure, man. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
And
See ya.
we ain't trying to be y'all.
Okay, you take care.
Yes, sir. We'll talk. Peace. Two fingers, Junior.
Peace, man.